everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is the Tarot Adventure, and if you're new here, I'm also new here. This is my very first video, and I'm very excited to bring it to you. Today we will be asking what is going on with your person, as well as reading some channeled love notes from them, getting some beautiful channeled messages, and really getting in touch with the vibe. What is going on with your person right now? I am filming this intro after I have done all of the piles because I believe this way you are more likely to intuitively connect with one of the messages that has been presented in one of these groups. I have to say that each of the groups have very different messages, so please take a moment right now to use your intuition. Close your eyes if you need to, and choose either group 1, group 2, group 3, or group 4. I will provide some timestamps in the description box below. I will also provide some information about the decks that I have used in this reading. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you get my next video. Alright, and without further ado, let's move on into your reading. We will start with group 1 and continue from there. See you. Hello group 1, and welcome to your reading. Today we are asking the question, what is going on with your person? As well as, what would they like to tell you if they could? We have a channeled love note, as well as some pre-shuffled oracle cards that we are going to look at in a moment. But first I would like to look at some tarot to get an idea of what your person has been dealing with in the recent past, what is going on in the present moment, and also what kind of intentions do they have looking into the future. And then we're going to end with some channeled messages. But first I want to offer a little disclaimer for your group. As I was writing the love note and channeling the energy, I came across some pretty heavy energy, so we will look into it and see what that is all about. But if you feel that everything is going well with your person right now, then this might not be the group for you. You could check out other groups or maybe a whole different video. But without further ado, let's get into the tarot and see what is happening right now to your person. I think I need to be quite gentle with my shuffle because I cut my finger yesterday. But let's see what is going on with group 1's person. What would they tell group 1 if they could? Please, Spirit, what would group 1's person tell group 1 if they could? Cards are going all over the place. What would group 1's person tell group 1 if they could? We have a Queen of Pentacles coming out sideways. Let's see. We'll keep it upright, but that might be meaningful. Alright, group 1's person tell group 1 if they could what has been going on here with group 1's person in the recent past, what is happening in the present moment. We got the Moon. What is going on with group 1's person? We got the Ace of Wands in the present moment. What is going on with Group 1's person? What would Group 1's person tell Group 1? We got the Queen of Swords. That's quite interesting. What would Group 1's person tell to Group 1 if they could? What are their future actions? We have Strength reverse, and then we also have the King of Cups in reverse. Back of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So that's great. Put it here. I'll bring the cards a bit closer together. I haven't experimented that much with filming, so I'm not quite sure how this all looks on camera, but we will have a look once it's done. Alright, let's get a different deck to clarify all of these messages. So please, Spirit, what would Group 1's person tell Group 1 if they could? Alright, that's the Witch in reverse, which is the Magician. What would Group 1's person tell Group 1 if they could? The Moon in reverse is... No, the Moon is clarified by the Page of Cups in reverse. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands, please, Spirit? What would Group 1's person tell Group 1 at the current time? What are their thoughts of Group 1? How do they stand in this connection? Right, the Ace of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Wands. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. We're almost there. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Affirmation in reverse, which is the Ace of Swords. Alright. One more. What would Group 1's person tell Group 1? We have the Eight of Affirmation, which is the Eight of Swords, and it's in reverse, and back of the deck we have the High Priestess. That's quite interesting. Let's take a moment. So I do feel that your person has a lot of desire for you, and it's something that to them almost feels untouchable. Look at these hands that are just gently cradling the flame, but they wouldn't get near it at the time. They wouldn't touch it. Something here might get them burned, and we'll see what. Now, in the recent past, there has been something concealed in your interactions. The Moon talks about illusion. It talks about the subconscious, hidden things that may or may not be brought to the surface. Everything is under the water at this time, and what is underwater, I feel, is this beautiful, blossoming new emotion that is being held inside, that they cannot express, that they don't want to show to you, and they are trying very hard to conceal that from you. Now, the page is someone who brings new energy, fresh energy, so it could be that you and your person haven't known each other for such a long time, or if you have, then this emotion has just recently begun to emerge and to blossom. But since this is reversed, I feel that to all this wave of emotion, they are putting up a dam. they are blocking it and they are hiding it from themselves and from you, deep in their unconscious. Now, I do feel that somehow they have been looking for a person like you. You are the image of independence, of strength, self-sufficiency, beauty, and it's something that they really admire, and it's something that they have wanted in their lives, but I don't think they knew how to bring that about. And meeting you kind of took them by surprise. And it could be that your connection came at a time when they weren't expecting it. They weren't seeing this as a possibility, yet it happened, yet you met. Now, moving on to the near future, I do feel that you will be going through a period of haziness regarding your connection. I think it's quite unlikely in the near future that these blossoming emotions will be exposed. There's a lack of clarity here with the Ace of Swords in reverse. And the reason for that might be, and this is not for everyone, see, this is just a message that is coming through. I'm sure that many different people coming from many different situations are looking at this reading and at this group. So if you don't know this to be the case with your person, just leave your message. But it could be that there is a third party involved. And that doesn't have to be necessarily a love interest, a lover. That can be anyone close to them with a strong feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a woman necessarily, but someone who is in their very strong feminine energy, someone who is intelligent, is quick-witted, but can also be quite sharp with their tongue. And I always see the Queen of Swords as a very dominant person, so whoever this is, your person might be quite scared to misbehave, so to speak, near this person. I feel they have to be on their best behavior all the time, otherwise they will be criticized. They might have quite a difficult relationship with this person, and somehow they need to cater to the demands of the Queen of Swords. So this is why there is a blockage here right now, and they are not seeing any possibility for communication. But look, there are some seeds here blowing in the wind. So even if whatever happens between the two of you isn't that clear cut, there may be signs. There may be signs, there may be some flirtation, some looks, something meaningful that will happen, that you might just pick up from them and understand that yes, that they are hiding something, that they are hiding some kind of emotion. And I think that sooner or later, your person will show it to you, and your person will come with an offer, with a real and tangible offer. They will come in brave and determined, but as you can see, right now is not the time. Here we have strength in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. Their feelings are honestly all over the place. The King of Cups is someone who masters their emotions. They feel a lot, but they are in control. Over here, the King of Cups is flipped. He's in reverse. Everything is out of control. It's like a storm at sea. They are having a very hard time controlling themselves, seeing where this is headed. They are extremely confused. And they wish, truly they wish, to free themselves from this cage of their thoughts. This doesn't have to be a physical cage. There aren't necessarily any physical restrictions. Look, all the swords are down into the ground and the path is clear. Yet, the woman is all bound up. She can't see where she's going. So, there's this feeling of confusion. And I think your person doesn't know where they are going. But there's no real danger here. It is all in their imagination. And I do think that their intuition is telling them that this is a great opportunity, that this is something they have been looking for. This is something they have been manifesting into their lives, even though they might not necessarily believe in the manifestation or the law of attraction, or even if they're unaware of it. But their intuition will step in. Synchronicities will start to happen to show this person that, yes, it is safe to come forward. And I do think it's going to happen, but honestly, it might take a while. So let's see now. What should we start with first? Right, let's look at the oracle cards first. Hey, I will clean up the tarot, and then we will have a proper look at the oracle cards. I think it's better that way. It's easier to organize your thoughts in a clean environment. I always feel some people thrive in chaos. I used to have a very messy room as a child, and I could find everything, anything and everything. But now things are different, so let's have a look at your oracle cards and see. We have storm fields with number 9, then mountain with strength. I also drew some archetype cards for each of the groups. I was only aiming for 1, but we got 2 for group 1. One of them is the sword, and the other one is the offering, and a tea leaf, fortune, candle, you will be shown the way. And there's one more oracle card here that you chose, and it's earth with grounding. Let's arrange them like this. Right, beautiful. So, there's definitely some trouble brewing with your person. Right now, they are out of danger's way, but what if this tornado comes closer? As you can see, it is very close to this house, perhaps to their home. So I'm gonna take a guess and say that for some of you, connection that you have might threaten their stability in a sense at home. Whether this is perhaps they are parents and they weren't planning to engage in a new connection, but here it is. Maybe they are looking after family. Maybe they are looking after someone elderly. There can be many things. Perhaps there's some turmoil in their finances and they are hesitating. They are hesitating to take the road to you because this could cause a lot of upheaval. And you see, they are torn in between two things. There's something beautiful and bright about the things that you offer them. And I do think that they have been in quite a dark place for a long time, but they do need to yield this sword of clarity if they are to move forward. They need to make a lightning sharp decision about where this is headed. And it could be like the difference between night and day. It will bring forth what they want, what they have wished for, but it might also cause some upheaval. But I am seeing that they would be strong. They are strong enough to overcome these obstacles, and they are planning to. They are genuinely planning to come forward with an offer. They want to give you something solid. This is not just empty words, this is something meaningful. They are willing to bring that into the connection, but look, the connection hasn't yet been grounded. It's at the very beginnings of it, when the fields have been plowed and the seeds have been planted, and now the seeds are underground, and there's not much you can do. In this circumstance, there's not much you can do to help them grow. You can't go digging every day and see if any of your seeds are growing. You must let them under the ground to do their thing. And it might be that it's going to take a while to get your harvest. But right now, you are being guided. You are being shown the way. And your person is being shown the way also. They are being shown the way, and I think truly this could become a very beautiful thing. This could become something that will bring both of you a lot of happiness. If you just let it blossom, if you just let it grow. You don't have to push your way that hard. I do believe this will flow and grow in its own time. And really the ball is in your person's court. They need to be the ones to shine a light on this. But right now I think would be a good time to read your love note and see what that says, and perhaps we'll get a couple more oracle cards afterwards and get some channeled love messages to end your reading. So this is your love note. And it reads as such: My dearest, I'm sorry I haven't been completely honest with you. I'm still just learning to be honest to myself and fully acknowledge how I feel. I wish I wouldn't be running from this connection, but it's like an automatic response. I don't know any better. I look back at our conversations and feel stupid, boring, unworthy. I want to show up as the best version of myself. Please be patient, but I understand if you won't wait. And this is where they sign their love note. So this is what I meant by the energy being heavy, and I think that the tarot did confirm this. So for this reason, I will get your group a couple of advice cards from the angels to see if there is anything that you could do during this time for yourself as well as for your person to really get this connection going in the right direction. Although I do feel that there isn't much you can do but wait, and I know how frustrating that is. But sometimes when we call things into our lives, whenever action is needed, we will be called in to do that action, to take that action. But regardless of what we do, if we have that desire firmly in our heads and in our hearts, we will always be headed in that direction. So, unknowingly to us, we will be guided, we will be shown the way of what we should do, and that we will feel in our hearts. We won't have to overthink it in any way, but let's see what the angels are saying. 7 of Fire, challenge, determination, resistance. Let's get one more card of advice from the angels and see how this ties in with the rest of the reading. One more card, please. Number 15, ego, illusion, dependency, materialism. I can see how you're feeling threatened by how this connection is unfolding. And you feel that there are moments when you need to stand up for yourself. And you need to fight for what you believe in. But the angels are saying that this is all an illusion. You are not trapped in any way. You are not threatened in any way. You are being shown an open door. You can fly away and be free. Or you can stay in the trappings of this, but they are really genuinely just the trappings of your own mind. The angels are saying, don't pay so much attention on material things. And I'm not talking about money here. I'm talking about our everyday 3D reality. Don't pay so much attention on whether your person is texting you or asking to meet or not. what they are doing, what they are saying. Are they online? They should be doing this, they should be doing that. Stop paying attention to the facts and just focus on your vision. And don't feel as if there is any threat to your vision, to your feelings. You can do whatever you want in here, and you'll still arrive at your destination. Look, this person is wearing different types of shoes. You can really do whatever you want. It's all an illusion. Everything will progress in its own time. And everything will turn out fine if you let it. Let's get some channeled messages from your person to close this reading off and see what they could tell you right now at this very moment. I've been trying to impress you. Have they been acting a bit cocky? Have they been a little bit hard to reach? Wish I could break down these walls. They have built up some really strong walls around them. This actually could be your person. Now that I look at it, it could definitely be your person building up those walls, not letting communication in, not letting truth and clarity in. You know me better than I know myself. I think they realize that what you have for them is honest and it's real. How would it feel like to be loved by you? They're only starting to imagine it. Even though it's hard, we can make this work. They do have faith in your connection. They do know the reality of this emotion. What am I waiting for? What are they waiting for? Well, we have a lot going on, but back of the deck, I want to make this feel special. So maybe they are planning a moment to come forward to you with that offer and make things feel special. It does sound like they are working on themselves right now and trying to release whatever blockages they might have in their lives. But they are strong and they are coming towards you with an offer. You just need to give it time, but again, they are not expecting you to wait. You can wait for them if you want, if it doesn't interfere with your life or your life plans. They are surely hoping that you would, but they are not asking you to. I'm gonna end this reading here. I'm sorry if it was a little bit heavy, but this is something I had picked up on from the start. I wish you all the best. Do consider subscribing if you liked what you saw. And hello group 2 and welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at what would the person on your mind say to you if they could. We are also going to look at some pre-shuffled oracle cards and the love note from them. But first some tarot to get an idea of what they have been going through in the recent past, what's happening in their lives right now in the present moment, and what kind of plans they have for the future regarding your connection. Maybe we can pick up on some more things to say, but first I do want to take a moment to clear the energy after group 1, which was getting a little bit heavy. So hopefully this message will be more uplifting. Right. Here you go. If you can take a deep breath for me. It smells beautiful, by the way. Right. So, let's put the oracle cards to the side for now, and we'll have a look at tarot. I'm going to shuffle the cards quite gingerly because I cut my finger yesterday. So Spirit, what would the person on group 2's mind say to them if they could? What would their person tell group 2? What's been going on with group 2's person in the past? What is happening in the present? And what do you see in the near future based on the current energy? Thank you so much. Maybe that one wanted to come out, and it is the Five of Swords. Let's do one more shuffle. One more shuffle for group 2 and their person. What would their person tell them if they could? What would group 2's person tell group 2 if they could, if they had the perfect chance? What would group 2's person tell group 2? This is coming out. The Fool doesn't want to be in reverse. I felt like it was coming out sideways, but let's keep it in reverse then. What does group 2's person want to tell group 2? A lot of things, apparently. Let's try again. What does group 2's person want to tell group 2? I'm getting this really nervous, jittery energy, like someone has been drinking a lot of coffee. I don't know, is your person a coffee drinker? Four of Pentacles. Yikes. Let's do another shuffle. What would group 2's person tell group 2 if they have the chance? Nine of Wands in reverse. And Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Back of the deck we have Death. Alright. Let's clarify all of these messages. I will get a different deck for you guys. Alright. So let's clarify, please, Spirit. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. What is the Five of Swords about in regards to what group 2's person want to say to group 2? It's a mouthful and really eager to talk. They are very eager to talk. Alright, I will take that, the Tower. What does group 2's person want to tell to group 2, and what has group 2's person been up to in the recent past? Alright, let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, please, Spirit. The Hermit. We have the Child of Challenges, which is the Page of Swords. These two. Okay. Let's have a look. We have Four of Spells, which is Four of Wands in reverse, and then also Five of Swords. and it's in reverse, and back of the deck we have the Weaver of Challenges, which is the Queen of Swords. Alright, I was really hoping for some lighter energy, but I think that your person is dealing with a bit of stuff right now. Alright. Alright, so I see here a person who has been dealing with a lot of things. In the past, they have had some serious difficulties coming into their lives. Something that they neither asked for, or expected, or predicted. And that really toughened them up. That made them very defensive and very careful of how they deal with people. They really always have their guard up, looking around for dangers. I think whatever happened to them made them lose confidence in themselves and their abilities. Their inner voice has dimmed, and they come off as a very cautious person. Even if their nature might be quite adventurous, but they are scared. They are very guarded in regards to everything that they do. If they are presented with an opportunity, they will surely overthink it. So this is the Page of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. And honestly, it is possible that life has been giving them a lot of good opportunities in the recent past, but they are just so cautious about them. They are not eager to step into the spotlight. They are not eager for the challenge. They want to. They really want to take action, but something is holding them back. And I think what's holding them back is their own insecurity and the trauma from the past. The bad things that happened to them programmed them into such a mode that they always have their guard up and they're always looking around for dangers. Quite an anxious person, and I did pick that up. So I thought it's coffee. It may very well be coffee, but it is possible that they do struggle with anxiety. In the present moment, they are being quite cautious and they are being quite guarded still. They built something for themselves, but they are now just holding on to that, staying in their comfort zone with the little that they have, the little that they have built. They want to keep it to themselves. They want to expand their horizons. They are afraid to expand their horizon, because what would happen if they lost the little that they have? So they are very withdrawn. They are withdrawn for the sake of being withdrawn. They are withdrawn because it's a habit that they formed. They will entertain only very few people, and it's usually just the closest to them. You see, this is a really cozy place, a really cozy burrow, and the beautiful fire glowing. But this is their comfort zone. See, they have something going on for themselves. But they are unwilling to leave this. They are unwilling to get out there and try out some new challenges. I think what they don't realize is that they should be proud of themselves and their achievements, and realize that it was through their own hard work that they got what they have right now. And then they are able, they are capable. And there is really no point in overthinking. Overthinking will lead to all sorts of unpleasant things, and the more you procrastinate, the more you get into this place of losing the thrill for this idea that you have, and dragging your feet and not making it happen. And they do want to make it happen. This is the sad thing, that it's on their mind. It's literally on their brain. They do want something to happen. And I feel that this is something quite big, that they do have a vision of a family, children or pets, a house, a great job that they love, a great relationship. They have this vision on their mind. But they are so afraid. They are so afraid that they won't even go out to celebrate the little achievements, the little steps, the little baby steps that they take. They are unwilling to do that. Because what if I get into this beautiful feeling and then this happens to me again? This happiness gets stolen away from me, and of course we cannot predict any of life's events, but when we have something going on, we should celebrate it, right? We should be grateful, even though it's fleeting. We should be grateful for that. And for this person, it's going to take a great transformation to actually see the truth, see their own beauty, and see how free they are, like this white horse. See what great things could lie ahead of them, if only they would leave the past in the past and just grow into their new self. Because they really have it going on for themselves. You know, they are clever, they are witty, they are strong. They've been through so much, and still they are here to tell the story. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. I think they have something really precious to give you. They have really something very wonderful to give you. But their biggest enemy is themselves. So this is what might be going on in their lives. Now, this was very interesting for me, because their note didn't really reveal any of this at all. But now I would say let's clean up all of the tarot cards, and we'll have a look at the oracle as well as the love note. And at the end, we're going to draw some juicy love messages channeled directly from your person, and see what those are all about. And maybe we can get a little hint what kind of plans they have with you. Now each of the groups, they got 2 of these oracle cards. No, sorry, I wanted to draw one oracle card for each of the groups, but your group got 2, so that really got turned completely upside down. So this is what I meant. I drew 1 card for each of the groups, but 2 cards wanted to come out for your group. So you got Mabon with balance and Air with imagination. So with the tarot now fresh in our mind, let's see how all of this will come together. We have Whale, Breach, Intention, number 22. And then we have 2 archetype cards. Group 1 also got 2, but the other groups only got 1. So these are actually very interesting. We have the shadow and the self. And to me, this read the shadow self, but we will talk about it more in a moment. And your tea leaf card is crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. That's quite interesting. Let's put it here. Alright, so coming back to this message of the shadow self, the shadow and the self. So the shadow self it typically refers to those traits within ourselves that are hidden from the world, the undesirable traits that we all have and many of us try to suppress instead of integrate, right? This is the common definition for the shadow self. But to me, the imagery somehow spoke of the shadow, of the subconscious mind, of the unconscious, everything that is below the surface. All of the thoughts, all of the processes, all of the feelings that go unnoticed. Because there's so much going on all the time within our brain, if you would take that word. And only very little of it happens at a conscious level. Everything else is in a way hidden. And some things are easier to reveal than others. But in this case and in this scenario, this is what I saw through the words the shadow self, everything that is unconscious, everything that is below the surface, all of the feelings, all of the processes, all of the worries and the fears. And from what I could see, your person does have a lot of these fears, a lot of these worries buried beneath the surface. In their everyday life, they could be a very functional human being. They could be very successful. They could have great friendships and present themselves to the world in a very good way, but below the surface is all of those worries, those fears, the stresses. Below the surface there's some trauma that keeps on showing its ugly teeth and really holding this person back. And what I'm getting from these cards is that this person really wants to break free from their situation. They have an intention, they have a vision, they have this egg of possibility. All they want is freedom. They want to go out there in the field, spread those seeds of intention, and come back victorious. push through the surface. Overcome all of the negativity. Plunge out through the surface of the sea of emotion and really show their greatness to the world. See, this is quite strange because so far this hasn't really brought any people into the picture. At least I'm not reading it as such, so I would be quite curious what your person has to say about you, because so far this has been a story of an inner struggle and the road to success, accomplishment, and finding themselves. It's a spiritual path that your person is on. Either they realize it or not, but they are inside a cycle, and this cycle needs to be completed. There was darkness, but where there was darkness, there will be light again. And the harvest will be reaped. The fruits of their labor will appear, because they have conceived this idea. They want to get out of their dark place. They want to get out of their head, and they know how. They do know how to get out of their head. They do have a sense of direction, I feel. And their beautiful self has been illuminated. And they are almost ready to shine this upon the world, to show their strength. And this whole blizzard was mostly in their imagination. There could have been a triggering event, yes, but the hardship was mostly created within themselves, and they are ready to heal. They are ready to move forward. They are ready to hatch this egg of possibility and truly succeed and bring forward something beautiful. But I am very curious now. Do you know this person? Or have you had any kind of communication with them? Because I am feeling right now that they are focusing on some other things. I am getting the picture that this connection isn't their number one thing right now, but it could very well be part of their vision for the future. Let's read the love note, shall we? Right. It reads, "To my soulmate, can I call you that? I've been meeting you often, in my dreams. This has never happened to me before. It must be important. It must be meaningful. You're always so close that I can look into your beautiful eyes. I can't make out the color, but there's the most gorgeous sparkle in them. I wake up feeling in love and complete. Then I become very sad since you are not by my side. But I know it's happening for a reason. Hoping this beautiful dream will soon come true. Love," and they sign their name here. So, this is quite interesting. It almost feels like something that isn't in the material plane just yet. only glimpses of it. Something that's coming up to them, and they've been having these dreams that perhaps they do not understand, but they are finding some meaning to them, and maybe this feeling is something that is helping them dig out of this hole of darkness, bring themselves into the light. So yes, it could be that they know you and somehow they dreamt of you and this has inspired them, but perhaps you don't actually know each other that well. Or perhaps another scenario that I'm seeing is that you have been part of each other's lives in some way, maybe just acquaintances, maybe just friends, but something has changed, something that has shifted along with their perspective, and they are just now starting to see this possibility, this seed of possibility, that there's something in there, there's an emotion, perhaps even some destined track with the two of you. Two might be important. And it's giving them hope. But this is really not even in its infancy, it's just past conception, or just past the birth of this new idea. This is really very new. This is just a seed of possibility that your person is getting guided towards by the universe, by spirit, by whatever you want to call it, angels, it doesn't matter. But your person is getting some kind of divine guidance. So I would rest assured that wherever you find each other, you will recognize each other for sure. And you will recognize the importance of this connection that the universe wants to give birth to. Wow. I want to pull one more oracle card or two. You see, can I get a little bit of more information about where this person is in connection to group 2? Where exactly does this person find themselves in connection to group 2? Rest and rejuvenation and all tied up. Right now they are in a place of healing. They are trying to tie up loose ends within their lives so they can actually come forward to a romantic partner with something they need this time. It is essential that they fully heal so that they can bring forward the best version of themselves and not someone who is restricted by their fears, their worries, their prejudice, their trauma. It is essential for them to go through this phase. And the universe is helping them. Many blessings are entering their lives right now because they set the intention, they made the decision to move forward in a new direction. And you will be very happy for waiting. For when this person is fully healed, they will bring something beautiful to you. Absolutely beautiful. And it's going to be everything that both of you have ever wanted. This is what I see. Now, for the people who are well acquainted to this person and need some kind of communication. I will get some channeled messages right now and see what their person would tell them right now at the very moment. So what would your person tell you? Group 2, I have made a plan. Plan 2, where my life is headed. I have made a plan to move into a place of healing and strength. No one knows the real me. They have been hiding in the shadows. They have a really beautiful soul, I think, a really gentle soul, and they haven't been able to fully express that, not because of ill-meaning people, not because of fake friends, not because of pressures by society, but just because they have been through a lot and their light was dimmed. That's why they feel that no one knows the real them, but they are ready to come out and show the world their beauty, which is wonderful. I'm sorry for my mistakes. They feel that they have done you wrong or done someone wrong, and they're saying sorry. Maybe they feel that they have made a lot of mistakes in their past in general, but they are over that. Wish I could break down these walls. They have felt all tied up, and it was by their own self. I think I'm not worthy of you. Their self-esteem has taken a blow. They're a really great person, but they don't believe in themselves at all. Wish all of this would be less complicated. They do have to be strong right now. They do have to be very strong and very determined. But with great effort come great rewards. And they are getting rewarded. They are headed towards a beautiful harvest. You know me better than I know myself. This came up for group 1. I wonder why your messages are overlapping a bit. That's quite interesting. Could it be that a person here has traits from both groups? It could be. This is energy. It's very free-flowing. You can't put energy into boxes. One more. I wondered if we are soulmates exactly. I think they have. Oh, really? This gives me goosebumps because it's such a beautiful feeling, and they have had very meaningful dreams, and it's something that's on their mind, and it could be. I promise I'll gather up the courage. They are really working on themselves. This is what the back of the deck says. Promise I'll gather up the courage. Oh, this is a really beautiful note to end this reading on. If you have enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. This is a brand new channel. I would like to grow it and bring more of these readings to you guys. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hello Group 3, and welcome to your reading. Today we are asking the question, what would the person on your mind say to you if they could? And to find that out, we have some pre-shuffled oracle cards that we will look at later. But first we will check out the tarot and see what kind of clues we can get about what's going on in your person's life right now, what kind of things have been going on in the past and what kind of plans they do have for the future. And I just want to mention that right before getting started on your group, I had a little accident here with my filming setup, and the candles got put out and I got wax everywhere onto the table, and I just had to laugh at myself for being so clumsy. And I do wonder whether your person or you are clumsy, or if you happen to get awkward when you're around each other and do some kind of silly things and then laugh at it afterwards because, oh, that felt so bad and that felt so awkward. But yes, these things happen to everyone, and we can get started now with your tarot. So we're going to be asking the tarot what's going on with group 3's person, what's been going on in their recent past, what's going on in their present, what kind of plans do they have for the future, please, Spirit, and what kind of things would group 3's person say to group 3 if they could. What's going on in their lives right now? What kind of thoughts do they have in regard to group 3 and everything else that's relevant for our viewer here, Spirit? What does group 3 need to know about their person and this connection that they have? Thank you so much, Spirit. What would group 3's person say to group 3? What has been going on in their lives? Right, that's the 5 Pentacles in reverse, and the first card was 6 of Swords in reverse. Alright. Tell me some more about group 3's person. Wow, that's a lot of... I will take these two. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then we also have Judgment in reverse. What else is there to know about group 3's person and then the connection that they have? But I'm getting a bit tongue-tied. I wonder, this person is a little bit shy around you. I wonder if they are telling you everything that they are thinking and feeling. King of Pentacles. What does group 3's person want to tell group 3? What kind of future plans they have with group 3? Please tell us, Spirit. 6 of Pentacles. On the back of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. But I was holding it in reverse, so we will take it that way. Alright. Let's clarify some of these messages. I will grab this deck. Spirit, can you please help us clarify these messages about group 3's person, what they have been going through, and what kind of message they have for group 3? The Earth Mother, which is the Empress. Can you clarify 5 of Pentacles in reverse, please? We have the World Tree, which is the world. Can you clarify Judgment in reverse along with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? I'm really getting tongue-tied and all over the place. This is so strange. It's the Queen of Cups in reverse. Can you clarify the King of Pentacles? Please, Spirit, can you clarify the King of Pentacles? By the way, I just want to mention that if anything looks strange in this reading, it is my first one, so I have no idea right now how all of this will look on camera. So if we get any weird cuts of the cards, I do apologize for that, and I will try to do better in my next video. But here to clarify the King of Pentacles, we have number 11, the Standing Stone. Let's get some clarification for the Six of Pentacles, and we will be off the High Priest, which is the Hierophant. Back of the deck we have number 16, the Wild Hunt, which is the Tower. Okay. I really do think that your person has a lot of feelings for you. This is not a brand new thing. You guys have some history here. And I think that they have always really worshipped you, and they thought you were really beautiful. That you are so nurturing and so caring, and you're just such a great person to be around. And I do think that many times they have run away from their worries into your arms, metaphorically. Perhaps you were the one who listened to them, maybe you gave them advice or just soothed them in some way. And I do think that they are very grateful for that. And maybe they feel that they haven't been giving as much to the connection. This is quite interesting. They see you as so giving, and they do worry that they haven't been offering you enough. But you see that the Spirit says that that's not true. I think you mean the world to them, and they really also mean the world to you. I think it goes both ways, what you guys have. You can see the sunlight and the moonlight are just as bright. You are two different people, and maybe in different seasons of your lives, but you're like two sides of the same coin. You complete each other so well. And when you're together, you feel free and you feel at peace, and you also feel a lot of desire. A lot of desire. The snake represents desire among other things. This is the way I see it here. And I wonder if either of you has been brave enough to acknowledge that. I think not. I think in the present moment, the way they see you, Queen of Cups in reverse, they might be feeling like you have no interest in them, that you don't hold any feelings for them. They are wondering whether you would ever want to be in a relationship with them. If you would want the same kind of long-term commitment that they want. If you would be willing to risk it all to build something with them, to build something sturdy, to build something beautiful. have a strong foundation for a very balanced connection. They have not yet been awakened to the truth of what's going on in your connection. They have not yet been awakened to the fact that you are indeed a power couple. You are indeed, or you could be, the perfect match, king and queen. They, in a sense, see it, but they doubt it. Again, there's this theme of balance. There's this strong theme of balance. We have it already, 3 times. That they really want to be giving enough. And I'm wondering whether this is some kind of career-related thing, if it's some kind of status thing, that you are a beautiful, successful, giving, nurturing person who has it all. And maybe they feel like they aren't on the same level, that they need to work harder to build something for themselves so that you see them as worthy, so that you become this beautiful couple, king and queen. Because I do see they want something quite traditional. I think if this is a male that we are talking about, someone who identifies with and confirms to the role of a man, doesn't have to be an actual man, someone who assumes that role in society, they want to be the provider. This is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant deals with tradition, to doing things the right way, to doing things as prescribed. You graduate from high school and then you go and study something, and then you get a job, and then you get married and perhaps start a family in that order. And maybe they think that they do have to build something before you guys can be a thing. And they're just so worried about it. They are just so sad, feeling unworthy. And I guess if they would know that you actually do care so much, your cup is ready to give to them, maybe they would see things differently. But right now they're a little bit in their head, and I think a little shake-up would be needed to make them see things clearly. Again, this theme of balance, is your person a Libra? Could they be? I don't really look at cards, their traditional significance in terms of the zodiac, but this theme of balance has really been very strong in your reading, so I do wonder what that is all about. And I think there is potential here. I definitely do think that there is potential, but your person needs to get out of their heads. They need to get out of their own head and look into more of the emotional side of things rather than the pentacle side of things, the financial, the material. Because there's a lot of focus on the material, and I don't think this is doing the relationship any good, because remember, the relationship is this perfect completion, this feeling of harmony, this happiness when you're together. And I do wonder whether they would be willing to make the next step, but let's find out what kind of oracle cards you got. And if we need any further clarification, we will get it. We will also read your love note. And then end with some beautiful channeled messages from your person. Let's see what's been going on with them. And if these oracle cards can paint a better picture, we'll put the note aside here for a moment. Your person got lady, goddess, the feminine. Dream time, creation. They also got mountain, number 6. And then the womb. And this ties in very beautifully with this imagery of the feminine. And then they also got this fortune card of parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. This is really quite scary, possibly, to your person. What is going on in here? What kind of secrets? Have they confided in you with anything? And now they're worried that you're gonna spill their tea? Or do you guys work together by any chance? Or do you have a shared group of friends? Are they worried that their secret passion for you might be revealed group 3, and then it's gonna cause a lot of tension or drama, and they will be the laughing stock? Hopefully not. They seem to be quite worried about their image, how they present themselves to the world, how they present themselves to you. And yes, they do want to create something for themselves. And I believe that they want to create something so that they will be worthy of you. This beautiful, feminine energy. You don't have to be a woman. I think a lot of the viewers, there might be. But if you don't connect and if you don't resonate with this image, stand by, because I will offer an alternate interpretation. So they worship this feminine energy. And the womb, see how beautifully it associates with that. I think they are really fascinated with this loving, caring, nurturing, giving energy of yours. And it feels like they really need to climb a mountain to do something very impressive, to be worthy of you. And they are quite intimidated. They are quite intimidated by the task ahead. They really want to prove themselves. They want to make it to that citadel on top of the mountain. It feels like an enormous task. And look at this menacing face on the side of the mountain, illuminated by the moon. It's quite a spooky imagery, but what they might not realize at the time is that somewhere here in the dark there may be an easier way to reach the top of a mountain. See, people have been here, building a citadel, bringing rocks all the way to the top of the mountain, carrying heavy loads. It's probably not that hard to get here, but your person perceives it as such. They think it might be really hard to get to you, when in fact you do hold them in your heart, and you care about them, and you want to be with them. Maybe you wish they would hurry up. They would find the side road, the side path, and just come and get you. Now, if you are dealing with a person who does identify as a feminine, I would say that they are really in that deeply receptive energy. They are standing by, waiting, openly, like this beautiful rose. But they are not going to make any moves. That's on you. They are blossoming at the thought of you. They are standing in their power. They can give love, time, and attention, but they will not come chasing after you. They do feel it's your job to make that happen, to create that change. Right now you're in the womb of creation. Anything can come to be if you imagine it first. It all starts in your imagination. It starts when you go to bed. You close your eyes, you take a deep breath, and you envision yourself in your perfect outcome, in your perfect end result. You see yourself at the destination. Don't need to make it complicated. The more you complicate things, the more jumbled up the message will become for the universe. Make it simple and make it sweet, and fall asleep with that thought in your mind. Every night, feel it deeply. It will come to pass. You can be here waiting in your beautiful feminine energy, and it will come to you. The path will be illuminated. You will not have to lift a finger. Let's read the love note from your person and see if we need to add something to that or to look into it more. Starts off, dear group 3. I have been thinking about a lot of things lately. I can't pinpoint exactly when and how it happened, but my feelings for you have grown into something else, something more. Our friendship is so special, but I think I felt a spark since the very beginning. Now, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, and I do too. I've been using this as a silly little excuse as to not have a potentially difficult conversation. The truth is, I do fear rejection, and mostly losing the special bond we already have. There's so much I want to say. I promise I will be brave enough to open up about it soon. And it really looks like your person wanted to say a lot more things, but they just ran out of space on this small love note. But I promise it will come out to you and let you know what's been going on. Do I get any more cards for you? Let me see. Maybe some advice from the angels would be useful in the current circumstance. We got 3 cards. Okay, let's take them all. We have 4 of air, which is the 4 of swords, with meditation, recuperation, and contemplation. We have the Queen of air, brilliant, experienced, humorous, and that's the Queen of swords. Then we have the King of fire, the King of wands, inspirational, charismatic, innovative. I think the message from the angel is don't worry too much about how this plays out. Take a rest. Don't overthink it. Don't let it get to you. Things happen in their due time. It's okay to rest, and it's okay to not make an effort if you feel like. Because there will come a time when you will have to make things clear to your person. There may be a time when you have to give them a little nudge. A little nudge to let them know that you have been here waiting, but you might not be waiting for much longer. And I think that when that happens, and by the way, it could be the spring when it happens, just because of the tree imagery here, but it doesn't have to be. So when that happens, I think they will be ready. They will be ready to show their passion to you. They will be ready to show you their true feelings and the new side of them. I think it may be the start of a beautiful adventure. Alright, group 3. Let's get some channeled messages straight from your person right now. What would they say to you? What do they want to say to you, group 3? What does this person want to say to group 3? How would it feel to be loved by you? Surely they have asked themselves many times. Oh, this card wanted to be picked up. Look into my eyes, please, it says. I think if you guys had that kind of moment together, everything will become a lot clearer. Deep stare into each other's eyes can feel quite intimidating. It can also be very revealing. I have made a plan. Why does this want to come up in every single pile? I'll take a new one. What am I waiting for? Exactly. I think they do ask themselves, because they realize that their reasons for not coming out are quite silly. They're basically just excuses. They're being a little bit of a coward here, afraid of rejection, afraid of what people will say. I've been holding back a lot. I've been treating you as a friend, when in fact I have some feelings developing for you. And now I'm pretty sure about it. It's not just a crush. Stop caring about what others say. I think they are telling themselves that a lot. I think they are quite worried. And they are either telling themselves that or projecting it onto you. I think they think that you are worried about what others say, so that's why they shouldn't come forward. Because you might be worried what people will think if they see you together. A little bit frustrating, your person. I want to make this feel special. Really, a lot of cards. I have so many cards here. And why do the same cards want to come out in every group? I have dozens of cards in this little handmade deck. Oh. I'm overanalyzing all the time. What you say, what I say, what I do. Have I been awkward? Do you know everything? How do others look at us? A lot of things on this person's mind. Wonderful asleep next to you. That's really sweet. And on the back of the deck, I'm praying for a miracle. Somehow I'm ready to take action. I have asked for advice from others. I think that the miracle this person is waiting for is just themselves making a decision and just going for it without looking back. I don't know if you've ever seen a squirrel crossing the road, but they look left and right for quite a while, checking if there's any danger, if there's any car coming, and then when they've made that decision to cross, they just go for it. And it can be anything then coming at them all of a sudden. They will not stop. They will keep going. So I'm thinking with your person, they are at that point, they're looking and looking, and then when they decide, there will be no stopping them. Been really tongue-tied with this group. I'm sorry, group 3. But this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please subscribe, follow me, stay tuned for more videos. Let's grow this channel together. It's been a pleasure to do this reading for you. And see you next time. Bye! Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading. Today we are asking the question, what would the person on your mind say to you if they could? We have some pre-shuffled oracle cards as well as a love note, and we will be looking at those in a moment. First, I would like to ask the tarot the same question. What would the person on your mind say to you? And also find out a little bit more about your person's past, present and future. See what's been going on with them, Spirit. What's been going on with group 4's person? What would they like to say to them? What's the vibe here? The kind of vibe that I was getting while writing the love note was a really playful vibe. Definitely this person is a little bit rebellious, quite youthful, I would say. If they are not young, then they are definitely young at heart. They don't like to play by the rules. They kept wanting to misspell words, to grab a different pen, roll up the note quite sloppily, so I don't think they really care about conventions at all. We have so far the King of Cups, Death, and Four of Wands. Let's keep on asking Spirit. What else do we need to know about group? Fourth person. We'll take all of these. Oh, that's lovely. And back of the deck, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. So, King of Cups, Death, Four of Wands in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles with the Empress together. Right, we'll grab another deck to clarify everything, and then we will go on with the reading. So, what else do we need to know about group? Fourth person, please. Spirit, what other messages need to come through today about group fourth person, please? We would like to know about past, present, and future. What's going on with them and what messages are coming through? How do we clarify this King of Cups? That's way too many cards. King of Cups, please. Let's clarify the King of Cups for me. We have Two of Wands in reverse. We have again, too many for Death. Death. Let's clarify Death. A lot of messages want to come through. King of Swords or King of Affirmation. Let's clarify the Four of Wands. How do we clarify the Four of Wands? The Queen of Cups. Another group had the Queen of Cups in the center position, but it was reversed. We have the High Priest, which is the Hierophant, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. It's in reverse. One more card, please. Clarifying the King of Pentacles and the Empress is the Four of Affirmation, which is the Four of Swords. On the back of the deck is a Seven of Pentacles. So it seems to me that you are dealing with a very loving person, truly gentle and caring. They really have their cup of emotion filled. They do have a lot of emotional stability. Perhaps they grew up in a very loving household that gave them confidence moving on in life. But it would seem that somehow there's a choice that they need to make, and they are postponing. They don't really want to make it. And I think this choice is about leaving home, either physically or metaphorically. See, over here in the card, there's a mother waving goodbye to supposedly their child. The Two of Wands is about choices. It seems that the choice that they need to make is related to growing up, in a sense. They're not quite ready to make that choice yet. It would certainly involve a complete transformation, and somehow they feel that some of this magic that they hold within themselves would be lost, and they would be turned into a dull, boring, old person, just busy, doing their day-to-day work, paying taxes, paying bills, and basically losing the fun from their life. This Four of Wands is about fun, it's about celebration, it's about union, marriage, a family. It would seem that they don't necessarily are looking for that at the moment, even though they have a very convincing reason to look in that direction, because here is the Queen of Chalices, the Queen of Cups, their beautiful divine counterpart. So you think that they are motivated to move into a direction of stability, of commitment, but they're just not that ready to balance that right now. The Two of Pentacles is all about juggling the responsibilities of life. And right now, this person doesn't want any of that. Even though the storm is approaching, and there's a ship here leaving the shore, and deep down inside, I reckon they do want to catch the ship, but that would involve taking a grip of their coin, making an honest effort towards commitment, towards a more traditional path. The High Priest, the Hierophant, is about the conventions of society and following a traditional route, but here it's upside down. I think this person still wants to play around a bit. They're not ready for commitment yet. Probably don't see themselves in a marriage anyway. But there's this beautiful opportunity, and if only they would be brave enough to take it. They have everything they need to step into this role. This is what I find a little bit sad, because they do have their cup of emotions full. They do know how to love, but somehow they just feel that life would become very dull being attached to just one person. But this person is the Empress. This person is the Queen of Cups, someone who is giving and caring, someone who is in touch with their divine feminine. This is the ultimate feminine energy in its most beautiful form, nurturing, loving. And even though they have everything they need, they might have financial stability, they might be confident, exuberant, full of vitality. Right now they're just lying around, enjoying their everyday activities, just lying around, being a bit lazy. They are procrastinating. They're living a very easy life. And they're enjoying it. They're the kind of person who might enjoy going out, partying, sleeping in on weekends or every day, spending time with their friends, going on an adventure, going hiking, camping, taking whatever path life shows them. Impulsive action and a lot of procrastination when it comes to love. They don't seem to want to put in the hard work, even though it would lead to something very beautiful. And I think they know that. It would seem that here we have the Ten of Cups, but it's in reverse. Three of Cups. Well, they want to party. They want to spend some time having fun. They might be young, as I said, or they might feel very young at heart, very playful. The weight of the world is not hanging on their shoulders, but if they don't make that move quite soon, they might be in for quite a bit of heartbreak at a later time, and they might realize that they have been missing out on something great. Could cause them a lot of frustration. We cannot push anything onto this person. They do have free will, and it is their own decision. Anyway, let's see what the oracle cards have to say about this situation. Maybe we'll get some advice also. And at the end, some beautiful channeled messages straight from your person. Let's see what we have here. Read the love note also. Alright, so I'll put this over here for now. We have you with rebirth. We have childhood, innocence. We have strength, number 44. We have number 3, the starborn. We have 2 fortune cards. One of them is the wheel. It says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. That's interesting. So these cards just seem to reiterate what I was just saying. Well, there's something quite innocent about your person. They are childish in a way, and at the same time very capable. They are perfectly fine with carrying the weight of the world on their pinky finger. They could do that if they wanted. They can flex and flow. They can move gracefully under pressure. They could have the whole world at the tip of their fingers. They are the starborn. They are very much in touch with their own power, their connectedness to the universe. somehow they are procrastinating this rebirth into their power. They're still in this wintry, restful stage. They are quite comfortable with where they are right now. And it might involve a lot of casual things that they enjoy. But as the wheel says, this is all aimless. They are not set on any particular path. They're just going round and round in the same old cycle. They're having fun. They are enjoying every day. But they are not working towards a goal. I wonder what would convince them otherwise. It is a little bit frustrating, but let's see what kind of love note they wrote to you, group 4. So, they addressed you just by your name, group 4. I love your giggles and I love your smile. Just so you know, you give me the butterflies. It's not something that usually happens to me, or even sometimes happens to me. You're one of a kind. I want to grab you by the hand and take you on some fun, outrageous adventures. How do you feel about me? I know you have options, but I'm hoping you'll choose me. I'll be yours, truly. And then they sign their name. Yes. I am sensing a little bit of a player energy there. They might be very honest. They might really like you. I'm just saying that beware. Just the same that they assume that you have some options, group 4, they might have some options too. And I'm sorry if this is triggering. Of course, this will not apply to everyone, but this is the general energy that I'm getting off this group. So, if certain details don't apply to you, don't go blaming your person, saying that someone on YouTube said so, because I don't know your person. You know your person best in this case. But if it does apply to you, then please do use this as a tool for reflection. Let's get some advice for you. First, I think I will take this deck. What kind of advice do you have for group 4 spirit in this situation? Right, we have many cards, 2 cards. I will take these. See what they're all about. We have 6 of Earth, which is the 6 of Pentacles, and then we also have the Page of Earth, Charity, Generosity, Windfall, and the Page, Studious, Prepared, Cheerful. Spirit says, keep a light heart. Don't take this very seriously. Get to know your person first. You don't need to rush into anything. You might find that they are very giving, both emotionally, materially. Keep a light heart. Have some fun while you're at it. But don't put all of your eggs in one basket. I will take one more oracle card for you just because I'm feeling called to do so. We have number 29, it's the world. Should I put it there? Maybe you can see it. The world is your oyster, group 4. Enjoy it. Have fun. Explore. If you'd like to, go explore with your person. Go on an adventure. Have some fun. This is really good. You can get something out of this. Definitely you can. Don't get your heart broken, but you can get a lot of growth from this. You can have a great time. It may grow into something more. Remember, your person is very capable. They know what they're doing. They're just not on a straight path right now. They want to explore every road. And you can go explore with them. If this is your vibe and this is what you love doing, then by all means go explore with them. Let's get some channeled messages right now. This doesn't make sense, yet I want it, says your person who is catching feelings for you. Where did these feelings come from? They're a bit confusing. I'm tired of listening to other people's opinions. They are quite rebellious. They come off as such. I've been trying to impress you with their words, their actions, their clothes, their car. They do seem like the kind of person who wants to look good in front of other people. Yes, group 4, I'm really sorry. My video got cut off right now at the end, but luckily I had completed the whole reading. So, this was your reading today. This was the energy that we picked up on. Things can change in the future. The future is not set in stone. I hope you like this. If you did, do consider subscribing. I would love to grow this channel and this community and make many more videos for you. Well, take care. Bye.